Okay, so let's move on. Okay, pada Siti Nurhaliza, move on.
Begitu
Gitu. Okay, so what are so special about friends that family does not have?
Ooh. Okay. I think, how to say, okay, one thing I could look into is the level of sharing. Okay. Some stuff, it got too personal that if you were to share it with your family, they're going to judge you immediately. And I mean, other people would judge you lah, but to talk to your family about certain things, we have like either click moment or like, what the fuck moment, what the hell, you know. Definitely the way our tone or language, we have to be a bit more sensitive, right? And with friends, we can whatever nak maki ke, nak say all the vulgar words or dirty jokes, whatever lah. We can do a lot more towards friends than family, right? Because family is someone you have to respect, especially towards the elderly and towards your siblings also about respecting one another. And sometimes you can be friend. You can, if they are friendly enough and they can keep certain of your secrets and get along well as a level of siblings, then that's good lah, you know. Otherwise, friends, the thing about friends, it will be a different level. That's one. Different level of engagement, different level of connectedness. And you know who to share and what not to share, you know. And friends, you have no blood ties, right? If you one fine day, you can't get along anymore, bye. That's about it. That's the end of the friendship. If it goes beyond for years and decades because it's really a good term and turn out to be part of a family friend, yes, yeah, move along with that. So that's the advantage and the disadvantage lah. But also we have to look in a point that whatever we do towards friends, not to the extent it compromise with your family. Though it might, for some reason, we don't know what we do at times, because we are naturally becoming who we are. Like maybe we very friendly person, we are very socialized in a sense. Whoever we meet, whoever we spend time with, we can be just at any point of time, even at workplace or when after work, it's very spontaneous. But with family, I thought that we really have to set that quality time. So that sometimes it can or won't be able to happen like spontaneously because I felt that we appreciate our family more. So there's a need of setting aside a date or time where you focus on them and give that attention and do certain gatherings or meetups and outings. Otherwise, friends is like a lot to compare with the numbers of family in the house or the family you have. Because friends is like a mass group and at different level. Some pop by, some cannot pop by. Some on the phone, some video call, whatever range. But family, no matter what, you have to do it face to face. Then also there's a different level of engagement. That's how I felt. Kan, betul tak?
Betul. So, blood is thicker than water.
Huh. What about you? What do you think about this?
Like to me, same. Like to me, like what makes friends so special or so different from family members is friends. Most of them are like your age or a few years different.
Thank
so
you.
can
Yeah,
actually,
not so far off.
not so far off. I know lah. Okay, like we can actually joke. I know like we can joke. We can like use offensive language, but not like hurt someone's feeling. We can actually like make fun of each other. We can laugh out loud, or we can even share like this is something very personal that we're scared that our own friend will judge us. But when you come home to your family, it's like you have to respect your family. You can't masuk bilik then you start to macam Kau ajar kau. Boleh mother kau dah kenapa? Kau ajar. Like something like this.
Mau terbiat.
Don't dah baru terbiak kau. Don't even talk about father lah. Father always got the stern face with him.
Kalau
Cakap
pa
hello
dah
pun kau takut. Kau gitu macam bapa penampak dia naik kat muka kau lah. Because father always have that very stern face that because they're very very firm. So you have to like gurau also you have to also think twice. If I joke, this woman that laugh or he give me that best test. So you just tak apalah just joke with my mother instead. But your friend you can just say anything.
Yep.
They judge you judge them back lah. Friends mah. Friends can actually take more jokes than their own friends. Because sometimes family they tend to get very sensitive over certain things. Same. So like your family, you have to actually prioritize that. So me like friends, I can share things with my friends that sometimes my parents don't even know or my siblings don't even know. So to me it's like macam segan. Like I want to share. I a bit shy like that, like a bit scared. Cause like even though we are in family, right? You still get judged. You want to avoid being judged. So that's why you go to a friend. But friends also you must see. You have friends who actually give you good judgment, and one friend, you have other group of friends that actually like give you the bad kind of advice. So you have to take lah. But at the end of the day, no matter what, family comes.
Gitu.
That's to me lah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this topic, right? The next question is actually very, very not say very sensitive, but it's actually like what I'm seeing is a very common thing for the generation now. Okay. Replacing their family members with their friends. Means they actually leave home to stay with a friend instead. So what are your take on that?
Okay, let me see. Replacing family with a friend.
Yes.
Okay. Usually when this happen, there's circumstances. Yeah. It's happening in the family. Sasul aku.
Speaking.
Speak of which. Okay. So usually, right, when this happen, it's really because of the family unit kind of collapse for a certain reason. It can be in view to single parenting and remarried. Okay. If sometimes the siblings, the siblings rival, I just couldn't adopt. So if there's too much conflict at home to the extent that it's very hard for someone to live in, then I believe that they will take certain extent to just move out, surviving on their own, or they have to really sleep around their friend's house. Okay. This trend actually it has started already way back. I do have friends who decided to move out and rent a house, the entire house, and they shared among friends who share the same thing, and they stay. They kind of tie up for a year or what, and they make shift again. So it's like almost like a Western culture. Okay, maybe last time it wasn't so obvious lah. Maybe very few yang who did this kind of thing, but now it's getting more and more. And I believe that the millennials are getting more vocals. The fact that with the technology and the information out there is quite easily accessed, and they could easily read up about things at young age. So with all this information, they take it as their resources lah, their backup plans. If things doesn't go well at home, I know where to go about. So that's somehow being seen as you replace family to something else. Okay, sometimes it doesn't really mean in view to friends. It just so happens friends take place in that picture. Like who else who's gonna be the term of friends? Takkan dengan alien, takkan dengan our pets. You get what I mean or not?
Yeah.
Who will be next after family members? Right? Even if you have your cousins or nieces or nephew or what, it doesn't want to be or trouble the other family members and extended. It's not even immediate. You have problem with your immediate family and then you want to run about, to other around your family, extended families. I mean, doesn't make sense lah. So that's why the next thing will be friends lah. And sometimes just so happen also friends share the same sentiments, the same problem that arise within their family members. It just so happen you guys coincidentally at the same age, at the same phase as I mentioned. So the more the reason that individual would look into next thing is their friends. Yeah.
True. I agree. I totally agree. Like because like I have friends who especially like you said, it's a build up conflict. So they decide to move out and rent a room. Then after renting a room, they can't afford to pay. They start going like to a friend house who they actually can allow them to stay over. But it is sad to see your like a family break apart. But like I said, blood is thicker than water. Okay, at the end of the day, conflicts with family is best. Even though if you can resolve it, but after resolving it, if you want to stay away from family, it's fine. Just that don't cut ties because of conflicts. At the end of the day, even friends will leave you because friends don't stay in under one roof as you, so they don't really know you that well as your family does. Just like you see them like doing, you go out with your friends, they don't really stay with you. They don't really know what kind of person you are until, like they say, you won't really know a person until you stay with them. Because everyone has their own habits at home. So like at the end of the day, if a friend can't take your habit, they're going to keep you up too. So it's best that for me, it's like if you have conflict at home, you need some time alone, it's best that you leave. It's okay for you to leave, but try to resolve it. Don't totally cut ties. Because at the end of the day, if you cut ties with your family, then your friends abandon you, you got no one. You're going to be very lonely, growing up alone, no? Then you end up in old home, very lonely, no? No friends.
I think everyone would rather be a place that they can call home rather than be out there, lying down on cements I mean, at the bus stops or at the park or anywhere. Yes, that's why you can see a bench, you just lie down. I mean, you don't want to go to the extent. So that's why the best possibility is to look around your friends, or if you earn enough money, then you can actually rent a room. So the kind of trend actually is rising. And at that time when I went to JB to do a lot of bookings of Airbnb, somehow there was some kind of conversation among my friends They did mention also that there are people who book Airbnb on the weekends, and perhaps also for the entire month to book, which is near the causeway. What do you call that? City Square of JB. Okay, that area there's a lot of apartments, condos, and hotels. I believe you can do the bookings So they kind of rent out for a month on monthly basis, And apparently they are young individual who are working here. So they are Singaporeans working in Singapore, but they travel in and out. So that place considered their home. But to be honest, it's very comfortable. It's just really, as I say, if you have the money, yes, definitely that would be the way to go But sadly, also maybe like how to say, this is the reason why an individual decided to distance away from family to the extent Yeah. Good and bad. I don't know. I just felt like you becoming independent. You know where to earn money. That is the time that you become an adult. Becoming an adult, it's a transition. It's a huge commitment. The fact that you kind of rent a house. You know where to find your own food. You clean up yourself. You wash dishes, your clothes, everything. It's really, really like someone got a own house at the age of 35. That's what the protocol of Singapore. At the age of 35, you can kind of get your own house and commit to house bills and stuff. But the different thing is, if you bought a house in Singapore, it's a lifelong term commitment to compare if you go for renting out, out there. It's a different level type of commitment. But the independency of you, wow, that for me, it really takes a lot of guts and courage to be out there alone. Yeah.
Awesome. I really love the answer about it. Okay. Next, it's just a random question. Okay. If you are in a situation where you have to choose between family or friends, what will you do?
If in a situation, I wonder what would that situation would be.
I can die.
Live or die Dia macam gitu
your money or life.
Family or friends my value and priority is towards family. So definitely I choose family over friends. Yep.
Same with me. If I'm given a situation, right, I always pick my family. Because to me, no matter how bad or no matter whatever mistake or you do, right, at the end of the day, parents, they'll get angry, obviously. They'll get mad at you. But like parents, you just let them come now. They will come to their senses, and as a child, you have to make amends. Like you can't just like fight with fire, because we can be very the hard-headed, right? Very stubborn sometimes. But like parents are like they have their own concern for kids lah. So to me, it's always like no matter what, I always keep my family. Like nothing you can do to make me like go family, put my family behind and choose friends. Like to me, like family is your right till you die. So they are going to be there till the day that you die. Okay, like friends come and go. It's hard. I want to ask you, since you're married, right? Is it hard choosing between your partner and your family?
Is it hard choosing? What do you mean by that?
Like macam, like some things like, do you always follow like macam you give a situation macam, your husband says he wants this, then your parents say they want that. So where do you follow to? Decision making, like decision making. Like your parents want to do this, then your husband want to do this.
The dynamic between family, myself, and my spouse, to be honest, we are good terms. The reason being is my family easygoing. So when it comes to making certain decisions, it depends on that the intensity of that situation. All right. So if it's something that I think it's knowledge based or skills based lah, really. If that person wanted to make decision out of their expertise or knowledge, definitely we give a go. Be it my parents or myself or my spouse. That's how it goes. If simple things, we just give and take lah. Yeah. So most of the time we just come together and make the best decision out of ourselves. Yeah, and we never came across into a very intense conflict or arguments unnecessarily between the three of us. It never occurs, really. So I'm blessed. I'm thankful for that. It really we really have like kalau kata orang macam between your in-law and menantu kind of relationship. It goes well and good. Yeah.
That's good. Alhamdulillah, yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so that's all for today. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, it's very short and simple, but we learned a lot, So
Course.
before we end off today, any last words about this topic?
Family versus friends. Yeah, I always like about this. Besides what's happening in trend between family and friends, we could relate this a lot, especially for me. Sometimes people would misjudge or wrong me or misinterpret my intention between family and friends. Okay, for me, my life now at this phase, it's I'm trying to balance out lah. Okay, balance out between quality time with family, having fun time with friends because it's a need, and also as a career woman, right? And this let alone of having self time. My self care, what I want to do for me without thinking about others. So there's a four range in my life going on now. So I'm trying to give or segregate time the best I could. All right. But no matter what, family first. Even though sometimes I'll being misjudged for not putting my family first, but I am actually. I am. Even though it doesn't translate into the quantity, but for me, it's really about quality. I could relate this with Hilmi very much, and it's never easy to juggle between time of having different things to commit with and trying to find balance within because work can be stressful. Okay, though we may love our job or enjoy the process, but at stressful times, what we need is fun time. I don't say that family cannot give you fun time, but our fun can be different type of fun, which sometimes we can't do with family. I hope this equation can make like a clear cut of sometimes why we do what we do or why we choose what we do. Right? Tell me?
Yes, true. I agree with Tab. Okay, so before I end everything, I'll have my last input to all of you out there. Okay, the only thing I can say is choose wisely. Okay. It's not easy, and it's now with the pandemic. You're always stuck at home. There's always the five people. Five people. So
Apa 5 people,
it's
5
actually
people?
all nak go out. You must 5 people cannot more mereka kena saman. Go
Oh,
masanya the
oh,
I forget what
5.
it's called. 5 people.
Safety measures up to 5 people. Okay.
Yes, 1 meter, that kind of thing.
1 meter away, yes. Right.
Go out, bring a drink kit. Okay,
Kau
so
jalan gini
it
lah.
all come down. Okay, it all come down to actually your time management. Okay, like you know how to juggle your time, like because you're working adult, so like I have to juggle between work, family, friends, and me time. Okay, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Sacrifices. Sometimes you have to sacrifice in order to manage your time, but it all comes down to your own time management. And like I say, choose wisely. It's okay if you make mistakes. It is okay if you used to fall for the wrong group of friends, but learn from it and move on. Because your mistakes are actually push for you to actually be a better person for the future. So, thank you all for listening. Thank you, Sad, for joining me in today's session.
Welcome very much for coming on board with the guest host. So yeah.
Okay, no problem. I feeling like Ellen, Oprah.
Oprah ke Ellen pun satu deh.
Oprah, but I got nothing to offer.
He'll be XO. All right.
Thank you once again.
Thank you too. Bye.
Bye.